What's up, guys? Welcome back to Hot Topic Roundtable. We got an ugly episode this week. My Pittsburgh Steelers have failed me. They failed the city and the fans of Pittsburgh. Um, there's not a lot of answers for what's going on there. It's like the same thing that happened to the Patriots last year. I have a lot of my friends up here in New England telling me that. They had that great start 8-0 and they fell off into the playoffs, limped in, and got knocked out in the first round by a lesser team, obviously. The old gunslinger Ben, he 4 picks. Everyone's saying he threw 500 yards, gave it his all, but he's the reason we lost. And I'm gonna support him. I mean, Ben's my guy. Don't get me wrong, I love him, but maybe it's time. I just don't understand how you can spot a team 28 points in the playoffs. 28 points in the first quarter. And then throughout the rest of the game, it just went downhill. The defense couldn't stop the run. Even when we were put on a short field, our defense used to, earlier in the season, stand up tall and make the necessary stops that it needed to, but Cleveland just pounded us into the ground. It didn't seem real. It was one of those things where you're like, it can't even be happening because this was supposed to be a sure thing, but it definitely happened. But from there, I guess we're going to do a quick diagnosis of what's to come for the Pittsburgh Steelers and what's to come for the Cleveland Browns going on from this point. Let's start with the Steelers because this ought to be easy. You can't keep guarding number one receivers in the slot with linebackers. There's a clip where, well, it's all over Instagram. You probably saw it. And Jarvis Landry shook right, went to the middle, and the linebacker fell to his knees. I mean, it was just the easiest thing. A wide receiver of that caliber is licking its chops. Like, there's a linebacker in front of me right now. Oh, my God. And he's wide open across the middle. And it's something that's happened since, 2016. And we're supposed to have this vaunted defense. I get it. But you can't trust the linebacker to guard a number one receiver. Even a number two or a number three. They're too fast. They're too quick. Their feet are better. They're thinner, they're smaller, they're better in small spaces. It's just ridiculous. And, we talked about it in the show earlier in the week. I said turnovers are going to be key in this game. If we get the Browns to turn the ball over, we're going to win. Defense couldn't force anything. Offense gave it away like we were happy to. Like James Winston in 2019. It was disgusting. It was hard to watch. It was a classic little Mike Tomlin game, easy win, should go in, should beat them, should make it look good, should go into the next round, but you don't. Happened in 2017, played the Jaguars, Blake Bortles, lost 42-35, 37, whatever it was, and they played the Pats in the AFC Championship game. It's just how it goes, guys. It's just another microcosm of the Mike Tomlin era. And you know what? He's been great. No losing seasons, whatever. I guess you could say he's been good. But I've never been a huge fan of his. He's always had to step it up to a higher level because it just showed again. It reared its ugly, ugly head. He wasn't prepared. He came in with a horrible game plan, obviously. And we lost. We lost to a worse team. We lost to a worse team the other night. So I don't know what to tell you about that. But for the Browns, congratulations, everyone. Give them a round of applause. They've been waiting a long time. Cleveland deserves it. I can tell you that right now. Loyal fans in Cleveland. Baker did his job. Defense did its job in every way, shape, and form. I would never... Well, they let up a lot of yards and a lot of points. If they do that further in the playoffs, it's going to get ugly. I don't expect them to make it much further. If they do, what a story. What a story. That offense needs to be on all cylinders. The defense needs to be on all cylinders. And they're going to have to rely on turning the ball over and not playing down-to-down defense. Baker is playing really, really well, I have to emphasize. He is carrying himself like a true number one quarterback and just doing the right necessary plays, protecting the ball to win big games later in the season, that is. And the run game can't be talked about enough. Nick Chubb is a back that can lead your franchise to many, many playoff wins. A Derrick Henry of some sorts, a Alvin Kamara, you don't want to say Jim Brown, but like Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, that kind of guy. 5 yards a carry, and when you need the dagger, he'll give you the dagger. Not to mention Kareem Hunt as well. It might be the best backfield I've ever seen, let alone best one in the league right now, and that's just obvious. So Kevin Stefanski, even not even being there, that team played like they were 16-0, and they just knew they were going to win that game. It was impressive. They didn't even have their head coach, guys. How much more Mike Tomlin does it get? I can't. So disappointed. So disappointed. You know, no Odell, no nothing. That team ran through Pittsburgh. Through Pittsburgh. Not in Cleveland, in Pittsburgh. And wiped the floor with them. Just horrible taste in a Steelers fan's mouth. Looking forward to the next few years with 18 free agents this offseason. It can only get uglier for Pittsburgh. I don't know how much upside there is unless there's some miracle around the corner and a good running back and an O-lineman replacement. Just a replenish of youth on the offense everywhere but wide receiver. And I guess the Dogs better keep rolling because I hope they win now. They knocked out the Steelers, so.